Hi friends, my name is Aldrin Bogie and I'm so glad to be able to meet you in this fashion. Of late, I've been looking at this global suspense we're all involved in and asking questions that I wouldn't normally ask. Every time I go through a crisis in my life or see a potential crisis for my life, my mind automatically takes me into categorizing all the possibilities, and I usually categorize them to the worst case scenario, the mid case scenario, and the best case scenario. Maybe you're like me today, and let me just share with you what I'm doing right now. And because it is so natural for us to dwell on the negatives, to dwell on the worst case scenario possibilities, I've been bringing that before the face of the Lord. And my morning devoted time with God is becoming even more meaningful. I'm not looking at cherry picking verses. That's not what I personally believe that we should be doing. I'm not going into fear and looking at all the verses that speaks about fear or about, I've been doing my systematic approach with scriptures, but the Lord is speaking to me. And one of the readings that I recently was rereading once again was the writings of Paul and also rereading the Gospels. And when you begin to do that too, the life mission of Jesus and the teachings of Jesus and how Paul taught from the very person of Jesus, man, that is really impacting my life. And one verse that really struck out to me was what Paul was writing to Thessalonians in 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 3. He says, "We remember before our God and Father your work produced by faith, your labor prompted by love, your hope, your endurance inspired by hope." And that verse really captured my heart. And I've been challenged to replace my what if negative questions to what if positive questions. And I began to hear the voice of God telling me, "Aldrin, what if you go deeper in your walk with me?" And I said, "God, yes, I would like to go deeper in my walk with you. What if my faith gets so deeper?" Because the magic is not in my faith, the magic is in who God is. The object of the faith is greater than faith itself. And in this case, my faith is in Jesus Christ. The nature and character of God is so dependable that I can go deeper and deeper and deeper in my experience with my Heavenly Father. What if my love becomes even more tangible? And I'm seeing how many wonderful things we're doing as a family, which we couldn't do it in the past. We're cooking together, we're playing cards together, we're reading scriptures together, we're having fun together, we're watching movies together. What if my relationships with people gets deeper and more genuine? And what if I begin to live out this hope that I profess and proclaim? Because in Christ, hope is not just a doctrine. It's not just a wishful thinking. In Christ, our hope is absolutely certain, and that has been my encouragement in the last few weeks. My dear friends, I was reading Philip Yancey the other day, and he said this: the trick of faith is this. The trick of faith is believing in advance what will make sense only in the reverse. So as you and I handle this global suspense, well, with God, we are on the winning side. God bless you. And man, I tell you, have hope in Christ. That's absolutely certain. Have a great day.